Welcome guys to Yin Yang TK, and today we're going to be watching the last episode of Rurouni Kenshin, episode 24. In the last episode, it was pretty much action-based. We saw Saito, we saw Kenshin, just literally a death fight between two very famous samurai, Battosai the Manslayer and the Wolf of Mibu, right? So someone stopped their fight, and we don't know who this guy is, but we're going to find out in today's episode. So we're going to find out what's going to happen in the conclusion of Season 1 of Rurouni Kenshin. So make sure you sync the time of the anime with the time which you see on the button of the 10 on your screen. Let's go for it, guys. Let's watch it. And we're seeing right now the guy that's walking. I see. So the mastermind behind Hajime Saito was you, former revolutionary warrior Satsuma, Home Minister of the Meiji government, Okubo, I should say. And he has like a freaking beard right there. He doesn't know who he is. Of course, kids wouldn't read the newspapers. Alongside of Takamori Saigo and Katsura, he's the last of the great trio of the revolution who achieved the most in the Meiji Revolution. The leader of the Home Ministry that controls the entire government. In other words, he's the minister who sits on top of the national power in Japan. It's like, sorry for the rough handling. But there was a need for us to know your current strength. Why? Will you listen to us? Yeah, even by force. Oh, that guy right there. Okubo? He's still alive? Well, he kind of is, huh? Oh, Saito. What a wet blanket. Oh, he wants to settle the score. Looks like someone escaped death, huh? Wow. That's crazy right there. Operations report. Kinshimura is completely useless. However, Himura Battosai seems to do fairly well, that is all. He's the best spy in the Metropolitan Police. The Wolf of Mibu, man. That's the guy. Hira, come with me. Stop daydreaming. Oh, he got hit. He hit himself in the face. For what reason? Oh, he's back to his senses. Now he doesn't look all pissed off anymore. He said I. Oh! Oh no, squeeze him. Oh, the blood. The blood. Miss Magui, hurry. What are you doing, you idiot? They want his power for a rare reason. He's like, oh, poor Kenshin. Episode 24, Meiji 11th, May 14th. All right, so we're going to find out what this is all about right now. I'll cut to the chase. Okay, so this guy. Shishio is active behind the scenes in Kyoto. Shishio? So he went straight to the point. I don't get it, Mr. Okubo. Who the hell is this Shishio guy? Makoto Shishio. After I accepted the role of mercenary swordsman. Oh, another revolutionary warrior from Chosu took over the role of the Shadow Hitokiri. You could say he was the successor of the Battosai the Manslayer. He was completely stayed in the shadows. Very few know of his existence. Even his predecessor, never met him in person. But what does this mean? I heard Shishio died 10 years ago during the Bushin War. Oh. I see. Shishio didn't die. His existence was eradicated from his comrades. So what is he saying? Executed someone. He didn't want to leak anything? It wasn't anything unusual. He had a talent for sword skill and quick wits? Okay. But he's also dangerous. Yeah. Ambition to desire for domination. He accepted the role of the Shadow Hitokiri. Display his talent and the existence of the world. Some of the assassinations Shishio did it would overturn the Meiji government from its foundation. if it were to ring this new era with Shishio still alive, would take advantage of such weakness and become arrogant. He might even end up with the entirety of Japan. Just a plaything. Wow. Why did you kill him in the chaos in the Bushing War? You killed him. We even had oil poured in his corpse. However, even his entire body engulfed in flames. Shishio was still alive? Bro. Treasonous subordinates under his wing to create a giant army. He made his base in Kyoto to plot a war that splits the nation in two as a revenge. Countless squads was sent in to take down have been eradicated. There's only one person that we can count on. It's for the people of this country, Himura. I want you to head to Kyoto once more. In other words, you're saying you want Kenshin to assassinate Shishio? Yeah, pretty much. We'll pay more than enough for the reward. We will go outside the law to overlook illegal activities? What? Oh, Miss Megumi of the opium thing. If you're going to use me as negotiation, turning me in the shackles of Kensan, I'd rather choose the gallows. Basically, all of this is because of your nasty doings, right? You want Kenshin to clean up your mess. Asking for a bit much, huh? The brink of really of destruction of the Meiji government. Come on now. Without the prosperity of the Meiji government, people cannot be at peace. That's why you guys are so conceited. He's a kid, but he doesn't know well. We had Kenshin would have been eradicated like Shishio. You're assassinating and eradicating people for your own selfish ways. Sir Okubo, I understand that you all need Hitokiri Battosai right now. But Kenshin is a Rurouni. He's a wanderer. What can he do? You'll never ever let Kenshin go to Kyoto. None of them. They're actually staying right there. They're not gonna let him. And Kawaji? That's the bald guy. Think about it for a week. In a week, on May 14th, I will come again to hear your answer. Wow, so he's giving him like an ultimatum right there. Mr. Okubo, you have gotten quite haggard compared to a decade ago. It's far more difficult to establish a new era than break an old one. Wow, that's what it means. So it's better than to break an old one. It's harder to make a new era instead of breaking an old one. So now Kenshin's kind of like thinking like, what the hell am I gonna do now? Okubo to Shanghai, really? There's a better place to escape to than Shanghai. Oh, a place called Hell. Saito just literally cut him. It seems all you imperialists think that you created Meiji era all by yourselves. But we, the shogunate side, risked our lives for the foundation of the Meiji through the role of the losers. I'm obedient to the government as a spy, so I can eradicate the mites that fed upon the Meiji. Oh, he's not taking any prisoners right there. He doesn't care about Okubo. He just wants to basically destroy any evil. Oh, you're not gonna pay your way out of this. Nobody can own the wolves of Mibu, bro. That's sick. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. That's it. He's done. Yep. 2 guys dead. A wolf is a wolf. A Shinzagumi is a Shinzagumi. And the Hitokiri is a Hitokiri. A manslayer is a manslayer, man. So now Kensho's kind of thinking like, bribe Battosai, yeah, he's like, I guess he has no choice. What can he do, man? Kenshin thought he could get away. Meiji 11th, May 14th. Has it already been a week already? There's spotless. Oh no! What are you doing? I thought I was gonna die. This isn't the time to leisurely doing your laundry. What's your answer gonna be? Oh, that's what Sano's asking? It's like the leader of the government is like addicted to personal gain, can't be trusted. Sano, you just test the Meiji government from the bottom of your heart. No, but if Sir Ikubo was the one that would act only on self-interest, Saito would have slain him a long time ago. Wow. Before he fought me, Saito definitely uttered the word justice. That's true. Saito could have killed, you know, he could have killed them right then and there. Saito himself could have killed Okuboku. Yeah, he bears his fangs, evil immediate slaughter. That's his like title right there. In the darkness where the sun doesn't shine. It's not someone you can become friendly with. I hate him. Uh-oh. Mr. Fujita, so filthy. Excuse me. He like sneezed like 5 times, 4 times. I gather so much hatred. Oh well. It's the destiny of the Shinsengumi to be hated in any era. So now he's thinking like, what's your move, Battosai? And I guess Saito and him are gonna probably gonna work together. I said. Sir Okubo. So he's gonna go see him. Sir Okubo is quite a busy man. There you are. Huh? Well, Megumi? Today's the day you're gonna give your answer? So, alright. I'm about to head there right now. So what is Megumi's gonna do? Do you know where Makubu's mansion is? No. But I did hear that he's headed to a different building. Okay, so Kenshin kind of knows where he's going. It's gonna be a very complicated conversation. So he wants to go by himself. Kenshin won't leave you behind and run up to Kyoto. That's right. There's no way he'd lend his hand to assassination after all. Oh, Mizugumi, I'll never let him go. But I don't know. We're gonna see. Alright, so we see Mr. Okubo, I guess, arriving. Oh wait, someone's following him. I need him no matter what the cost. Dude, look at that guy. He's really fast. If Himura doesn't act, the country will fall. The fate of this nation is something a man who is about to die need not worry about. Oh, a message from Mr. Shishio. It was quite a brilliant idea to try sending Battosai as an assassin, but ultimately it's futile resistance. I will take this country for myself, he says. Oh! I'm a samurai. So what are those guys for? Okubo? Oh, they killed the driver right there with the samurai swords. He was murdered, yeah. Who would do this before us? So they already sent an assassination, huh? So they're actually gonna try to take credit for him? For assassinating him? So they're gonna cut him even more. Oh. So they're just like cutting him to pieces right there. Oh. The Kosai incident. May 14th. Being assassinated in broad daylight. Thus became the deed of a group of assassins. Oh, look at... And the existence of the Shishio group did not come into light, huh? Okubo. Oh, that's the guy. Is the best interest not to oppose Mr. Shishio. It's the guy that killed him. Makoto Shishio. This is how Shishio does things. They never come out to the open. That guy's crying already? Excuse me. Governor of Fukushima. He's the last person to have a conversation with Mr. Okubo. I went to the Okubo mansion with the final greetings this morning. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. It's already been 10 years since the revolution. What have we achieved? It's embarrassing to say, but very few results. But this is where things begin. To solidify the foundation of a nation, we need 30 years worth of time. The 10 years now have been the first phase, the time for the establishment. The next 10 years, time for development. And tidying up internal affairs to enrich the nation. These are the most important times. So they have to carry out those middle 10 years at any cost. Okay. I will leave the third and final years of building and maintaining to the younger generation. And at the same time, shift our government into a civil government. Japan will be reborn as a nation state. And the revolution will reach its true completion. A nation state, huh? Yeah. A nation where the citizens choose their own path. Unlike the past where authorities decided on everything. Way too magnificent an ideal. But it was an ideal worth believing in. If only Sir Okubo was still alive and well. So now they're actually putting the extra right now. Lord Okubo was assassinated. The whole minister has been assassinated. So the last of the great trio of the revolution, the biggest leader, was lost. And the government is left with only scum who are unfit to serve the role. Japan will surely stray off its tracks from now on. And Shishio will never let this chance slip by. The times are starting to flow once again. I think Kenshin probably has already decided. He's probably gonna go. Oh, Megumi has an emergency patient. And then Sano's gonna go with her. So I guess Miss Kaoru is by herself. Kenshin sure is late. Oh, he's there. Oh. But look at that look in his eyes. Right now, I think he's gonna go. Where's Yahiko? He fell asleep, huh? Okay, so Kenshin. You gotta tell her, bro. Sir Okubo was murdered this morning. They got the newspaper. The true culprit is Shishio. I can't leave Shishio at large like this. I'll be heading to Kyoto. So yeah, and look at the shock in her face right there. Yeah. Are you going to assassinate Shishio? No. But I don't know. He doesn't know. After coming here, so many calming days continued. Yeah. I felt like I really could change into an ordinary swordsman instead of a manslayer. However, I had that realization during my battle with Saito. At the bottom of my heart, there resides an insane manslayer who never changes his ways. And he's looking that look right there. But you'll come back quickly, right? No matter how close you get to becoming Battosai, you'll still be Kenshin, right? You did the same thing with Jin and Saito, right? That's what Karu's saying. It was different. For Jin's case, Jin, I reverted. Wholeheartedly, I wanted to save you. I was able to return myself with your voice. And with Saito's case, I reverted surely to fight. And your voice did not reach me at all. There is a crucial difference there. Yeah. The times have started to flow again. When we first met, despite knowing that he was a manslayer, he says she's not peculiar about people's past. That made him happy. So he's gonna go right now. If I stay here any longer, I will rope all you into danger every single opportunity. And each time I'll return to becoming the Battosai. He has a point. Furthermore, the government officials and Shishio's clan, and for everyone across the nation with the grudge against Battosai, which I feel there are many of, I'm no person other than Battosai. I'm not allowed to remain here any longer. Oh, he's giving her a hug. That's it. That's a thank you for everything. And farewell. Oh my gosh, man. I'm a Rurouni now. I will wander once again. Oh my gosh. He has to keep them safe. So now he's leaving to Kyoto. Oh, poor Kaoru. But he has to because Shushu is a very dangerous man right there. She can only watch him go. Oh, Kenshin. She screamed her name, his name, Meiji, 11th, May 14th. On the day Kenshin and Mora returned to being a Rurouni and disappeared alone into the pitch black shadows. Oh, man. Oh. So he's remembering the past right now? What do you want with me? And he's remembering everything so far. Shishio. Oh, there he is! Shishio! The honorific, the rude, what a rude predecessor. Oh, bro! That's it! Oh my gosh, that's freaking awesome. That's rude for your predecessor as the predecessor, because I guess he wanted to become the Battosai, the Hitokiri, I guess, like the successor of Kenshin. But man, oh man. Oh, and that's it. That's basically the end of season 1. And I hope that season 2 won't take as long. Probably it's gonna take maybe until fall or maybe winter at least. Because if it's gonna go exactly like the old anime from the 90s and also going with the manga as well, I think they need much time as possible to perfect it, because every single episode gets better than the last, right? So right now we're just seeing how Kenshin got the news from one of the top officials from Japan, and I guess it's based on real people, the trio of the revolution, and it has to do a lot with like Japanese history, but he wants, Kenshin to get rid of Shishio, because Shishio is actually a real threat from basically keeping Japan from becoming a nation state. Shishio actually wants revenge. He wants basic utter chaos and wants to take control of Japan by any means necessary. He even has an army that could take on the Japanese government. And I guess because he was a manslayer just like Kenshin, now the government wanted to get rid of him because he was dangerous, tried to kill him, put oil in him, burned him alive, but he still survived. But the thing is, the government kept it hush hush. They actually said that Shishio died, that this guy is gone, but that was a lie. They just didn't want the whole world to know, or Japan to know, that he was still alive. And now, because of their stupid mistake of the Meiji government, they want Kenshin to clean it up, and they're using bargaining chips. He's saying, we're gonna give you payment, but also we're gonna overlook a lot of the illegal stuff that your friends are up to, like Megumi, who was selling opium, right? And even Megumi was saying like, no, I'd rather get hanged to the gallows than be in a bargaining chip, because I don't want Ken-san, as she said, Kenshin, to become a manslayer again. And everyone from Yahiko, Miss Kaoru, Sano, they're like, no, he's not a manslayer anymore. But I guess with the assassination of Okubo, and it was a message from Shishio, that itself was like almost poking the lion's tail at the moment, telling Kenshin is like, it's best not to get involved with Shishio, right? So even Kenshin knew that even though this guy, he was desperate for Kenshin's help, and he was going to use any means necessary even if it mean underhand tactics like using Saito as a medium for him to get back to his manslaying days. So Okubo with the other founding members, they want to make a nation state, a government that is decided by the people instead of the authorities, like it was so many years, hundreds of years in Japan. So even Kenshin knew, like Saito, he was the one that wanted to cut any evil off, but Saito even saw Okubo as a person that wanted to change Japan for the better, right? So Saito is ruthless, man. You just saw that he just killed those two guys that hired him at the moment. And so it's like, nah, this is where you guys are done. But the most epic thing is like, I know a better place, a safer place than Shanghai. It's called Hell. And I'm like, bro, that is some awesome stuff. So now you're having a partnership between Saito and Kenshin. And Kenshin, once seeing the dead body of Mr. Okubo, you know, and then getting the warning from one of the Shishio's henchmen, he has no choice, because he knows that if things are just, if Shishio does whatever he wants, it's just going to be utter chaos. He's going to split Japan in half. He just wants to conquer all of Japan and revenge for the betrayal that the government did on him, right? So he had no choice, and he was waiting until everyone left. Like Megumi and Sano went, Yahiko was, you know, sleeping, and said goodbye to Miss Kaoru. Didn't say goodbye to anyone else, only Miss Kaoru, because he knew that Miss Kaoru wouldn't prevent him from leaving, and he knew the understanding. And he says, you know, you can say that I might not go back becoming a manslayer, but you saw two differences, Jinne and Saito. Jinne, your voice reached me, but when I was with Saito, I was only focused on fighting. And Lord knows what's going to happen when I have to face Shishio or his henchmen. I might have to revert back to becoming Battosai, the manslayer, right? And it was just an emotional goodbye at that moment. If I would have to choose between this one and the goodbye from the 90s anime, I would say that the one in the 90s had a little bit more emotion, if that makes any sense, right? But this one still had really good emotion regardless, right? Because you can tell just the when Miss Kaoru screamed, you know, Kenshin's name, that he's leaving, and Kenshin knew in the bottom of his heart that this was the right decision. And now that Shishio has to be his opponent, because a lot of people now are targeting Battosai, meaning Kenshin. They're like the government and also now Shishio. But the government wants to use Kenshin as, you know, as the last like method to defeat Shishio from, you know, making Japan have an utter chaos on its hands. But it is amazing, guys. It was awesome. This episode had everything, and we learned more about Shishio, and I cannot wait for season 2. Season 2 is just gonna be freaking awesome, and I cannot wait for that. So what about you guys? What did you guys think about today's anime? Write your comments below. And if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification so you know when future videos are available. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in this awesome ride of Rurouni Kenshin season 1, and I cannot wait for season 2 to arrive, because you better believe that we're gonna do a reaction towards it and just have an awesome time, right? So again, guys, thank you so much, and again, stay awesome.